name's Kevin Kelly from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and I am the inventor of the Seersucker ice cream.
And what's in the ice cream?
Special ingredients, including Charleston chews, vanilla ice cream, blueberries, and roasted peanuts.
And why did you think this would be a good flavor for Charleston?
I think all those flavors together equal Charleston. A lot of fresh fruit in the summertime. Chocolate's always good year-round. French vanilla ice cream, and peanuts.
Were you surprised that yours was one of the three and then the winner?
I was delighted. I was very surprised that I was one of the three that was chosen, and very surprised and pleased that I was the winner.
My name is Jill Barnes. I'm from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and I created cobblestone cobbler ice cream. I thought it was very unique for Charleston. It combines a lot of good traditional and comfort foods with some unique freshness and newness that I think is very unique to Charleston.
What are some of the ingredients you suggested?
Well, just like in cobbler, we've got some fresh seasonal fruit. We've got ribbons of brown sugar and spicy cinnamon, and we've got some wonderful toasty, nutty pecan flavors.
And what flavor did you submit?
Carolina Gold.
And tell me why you thought that would be a good
Well,
Charleston
everyone
flavor.
thinks of the South and thinks of cotton, but before that, rice was the major crop, and actually was what made Charleston what Charleston is now. When they just found that rice would grow real well here, it's when all the money developed, all the big houses downtown are because of the rice plantation income, and a lot of the reason slavery is so strong in this area is because the slaves were brought in to cultivate the rice. So rice is actually the basis for Charleston's claim to fame nationally, and for its architecture and its wealth.
So what's in the ice cream?
Well, rice, of course, and because sugar was in a tremendously expensive quantity, although it was available, it was usually kept under lock and key. The major sweetener of the time was honey, so figured sweeten it with honey, and then flavor it either with an orange or lavender or some other type of extract. Would be good.
We had a lot of duplicate ones, so we tried to play face to saying the first one that got in here that we liked we were going to use. So we did get a few flavors that we'd seen several times before. We just didn't think would make maybe a good ice cream or weren't necessarily indigenous to this area. Had more of a southern feeling rather than Charleston and southern feeling. So we narrowed it down to the three. Three that we had today are the Seersucker, which
you can turn over your things now.
Oh, thank you.
and that gentleman's not here today, and his was basically a French double churned French vanilla ice cream with blueberry slivers and boiled peanut pieces blended into it with Charleston chew candy bar. We both kind of went back and forth on this one. I kind of liked it for its uniqueness, for the name, for the kind of Charleston feeling. He was the only person we saw that used Charleston chew candy bar, which I thought, well, that's kind of a unique item with a name like that. The next item was from Jill, and it was the cobblestone cobbler. We obviously enjoyed the name for that. She was the only one to enter a recipe that had sour cream in her ice cream, so we thought that was pretty unique. And it had ribbons of brown sugar and cinnamon with toasted pecans and fresh peaches. So the cobbler feel plus the cobblestone was a great name, and kind of had a Charleston feeling too. And lastly, we had a Charleston Gold ice cream that was submitted by Greg today. We use local, basically Carolina Gold rice, and local honey from Bee City. That's up in Cottageville. And then he had an option to whether do lavender or orange blossom. We figured the orange was more indigenous to the area in a sense, since Florida is real close and all that. The lavender being more kind of French sounding. We stuck with the orange blossom water as a flavor ingredient to that. All these had really great quality, so we're going to get them out here. Well, we're talking
I have the cobbler here, the Seersucker, and the Carolina Gold rice. You're more than welcome to choose which one you like, and I'll refill it once it's gone.
I'll start off with third place. Third place to Seersucker at 94. Charleston Gold came in at 92 in second place. So these were all really close, which means all the judges really enjoyed the flavors of their ice creams quite a bit.
So the original idea we were presented with was a double churn vanilla ice cream with blueberries, slivers of boiled peanuts, because that's sticking with the low country theme, and Charleston chew candy bar. So we made that version with the slivers of the boiled peanut, definitely true to the low country. Ended up switching them to honey roasted peanut for a lot better crunch texture as far as when the blueberries are frozen. Charleston chew, once they're all cold, they're all kind of crunchy together. The boiled peanuts were a little bit too soggy. I think we might even involve blueberry swirl when we run this in the restaurant, just to give the whole seersucker stripe look. All in all, the flavors make a nice